there, and welcome to Sallie Tomato. I'm Kate, and today we're going to make a durable and reusable gift bag using beautiful cork and faux leather fabric. Meet one of our mini patterns, Randy, a classic gift bag inspired by the little brother in the enduring holiday classic film, A Christmas Story. But this little tote isn't just for the holidays. Simply choose new colors or prints to fit any occasion. We're going to use raw edge construction for easy assembly of the handle and the bag itself. I'm also going to show you how to add a few fun touches. The pattern and your supplies can be purchased from our website or request them at your local quilt shop. We encourage you to shop local whenever you can. So open your pattern and let's get started.
The finished size for Randy is 6.5 inches wide by 7 3/4 inches tall by 4 inches deep. Before beginning, take a minute to review the recommended fabrics on the back of your pattern. You'll need one main fabric, one accent fabric, and one contrast fabric. The only hardware we are using is a handmade label and a single rivet, both of which you can choose not to add. Next, gather a few helpful notions such as a rotary cutter or scissors, sulky 40-weight poly deco thread for durable and good-looking top stitching, clover wonder clips, chalk or removable pen, basting tape, seam roller, a stiletto, a Teflon or zipper foot, a rotary punch, rivet setting tools, and permanent glue or hot glue. Okay, time for cutting. Refer to your pattern for all the measurements. You'll need the main panel and sides, accent label, tassel piece, tassel connector and handle. And if your contrast fabric is an inch or two longer than needed, feel free to use the longer length. It will make your handle slightly longer, which is really nice. Using a removable pen or chalk, mark a line just in from both long edges of piece A panel on the right and wrong sides. Be sure to refer your pattern for the measurements. Next, apply pieces of basting tape to the right side of piece A between the marked lines and remove the paper backing. Now, with right sides up, center one contrast piece D handle between the marked lines, offsetting piece D lengthwise. I find it easiest to have the handle extended equally at both ends and then offset in one direction. Press in place using your fingers or a seam roller. Now do the same for the wrong side of the panel, but also apply a piece of basting tape to the wrong side of piece D extension. Remove the paper backing except the piece at the end of the extension. Now position the remaining piece D right side up between the marked lines on the wrong side of piece A, offsetting it in the opposite direction of the first piece D, and then press it in place. Now at the machine, refer to your pattern for the seam allowance and the recommended stitch length. Using a zipper foot or narrow foot will help in stitching near the edges of the fabrics. A stiletto is also going to help. I really like the silicone tip because it gets a good grip on the fabrics as I'm sewing. Now top stitch along both long edges of the handle and across the double fabric layers at the short ends, but don't top stitch into the extensions yet. Okay, on to assembly. Now you're going to mark the center along each long wrong side of piece A panel. Then mark the center of each bottom short edge of both pieces B sides. With wrong sides together, match the center mark of one side to one center mark on piece A. Use a few sewing clips to hold the edges together along the short end of the side piece. Top stitch the side beginning at the center mark, then stitching to one corner, stopping with the needle down in the fabric layers just inside the corner, and pivot or rotate the side until the edges of both pieces align and the top edges match. Here's where the opposite smooth end of the stiletto is perfect for eliminating any wrinkle trying to form near the presser foot. Continue top stitching to the end and back stitch to secure the seam. Repeat to complete the remaining half of the seam. If you find it easier, you can certainly begin at the top edges and sew down to the corner, pivot, and then sew to the center mark. Repeat the steps to attach the remaining piece B side to the opposite long side of piece A. And then we'll move on to the handle. Remove the paper backing from the handle extension, and then with wrong sides together, overlap the handle ends, making sure the raw ends are placed tightly together. Top stitch a box within the ends and the raw edges of the handle overlap. For added strength, I'm top stitching over the ends as well, just to make sure they're secure. Center and install a metal handmade label on the right side of one accent piece C. Be sure to visit youtube.com/SallieTomato to watch a video tutorial on how to install this hardware. I've moved the washer and the bent prong away from the narrow top edge so that I can be confident I won't hit them with the sewing machine needle as I'm sewing. Or you can skip the metal label completely so you can handwrite a name or greeting directly on piece C. Then place the remaining piece C on the wrong side of the label, securing the layers with basting tape or sewing clips. Carefully top stitch around the outer edge, catching all the layers together. Now punch a small hole in the top end of the label and in the center of the front handle, just below the bag's top edge. Install a rivet to secure the label to your bag. Again, visit the Sallie Tomato channel on YouTube for Jess's great tutorial on how to install this hardware. For extra fun, use piece E and piece F to add a tassel with the connector looped around the handle. Check out youtube.com/SallieTomato for another video tutorial on making a tassel. If you'd like the tassel to look longer, just glue tassel piece E closer to the matched ends of the connector piece F.
And your Randy gift bag is ready to help you celebrate any occasion. Be sure to check out our Cork of the Month Club. You can easily make 3 bags using the beautifully coordinated cork fabrics. We'd love to see photos of your fabric combinations and how you give your new gift bag. So tag us at #SallieTomato and #RandyGiftBag. And please let us know if you found this tutorial helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and happy sewing!